morning, all dear students. So here we have brought part 2 of chapter 3, Understanding Quadrilaterals, class 8 Maths by Sonali ma'am. Let's begin. 3. Understanding Quadrilaterals. Let's talk about curves. A plane curve is a curve that lies in a single plane or a plane surface like a paper. A plane curve may be closed or open. You can see the figures: closed curve, simple closed curve, simple and complex curves. You can also see the open curves. Polygons. A polygon is a closed plane figure bounded by 3 or more straight sides that meet in a pairs in the same number of vertices and do not intersect other than these vertices. Parts of polygon. The end point of the sides of polygon is called the vertices. Here in the figure, there are 4 vertices A, B, C, D. When naming a polygon, the vertices are named in the consecutive, one after another order, either clockwise or counterclockwise. Consecutive sides are the 2 sides that are endpoints in the common. So here, consecutive sides are AB, BC, BC and CD, CD and AD. In the figure below, could have been named as ABCD, BCDA or ADCB. For example, it does not matter with which letter you begin as long as the vertices are named consecutively. Sides AB and BC are the examples of the consecutive sides. Parts of polygon. A diagonal of a polygon is any segment that joins 2 non-consecutive vertices. Figure shows 5-sided polygon that is called the pentagon. QRSTU. Segments QS, SU, UR, RT and QT are the diagonals in this pentagon. Diagonals of polygon can be found with the formula given n square minus 3n upon 2. Here n is the number of sides. Suppose you want to find out the numbers of diagonals pentagon have. So what would you do is n square, instead of n you will keep 5, 5 square 25 minus 3n, which is 3 5s are 15 upon 2. So 25 minus 15 upon 2, which is 10 divided by 2, that is 5. So pentagon will have 5 diagonals. So remember this formula. Classification of polygons. The polygons first fit into 2 general categories: convex and concave. A polygon is concave if there are 2 points somewhere inside it, which is a segment with this as the endpoint cuts at least 2 of the sides of the polygon. A polygon that is not concave is called convex. Classification of polygon. You can see the convex polygon and concave polygon as the figure. Now, an equilateral polygon is a polygon in which all the sides are congruent. An equiangular polygon is a polygon in which all angles are congruent. A convex polygon, that is both equilateral and equiangular, is called regular polygon. An irregular polygon is the polygon that is not regular. Here there is a regular pentagon ABCD shown in the figure. All 5 sides and the angles are equal. So polygons are also classified by how many sides, angle or vertices they have. The following list the different types of polygon and the number of sides that they have. A triangle 3-sided, quadrilateral 4-sided, pentagon 5-sided, hexagon 6, septa or hepta 7-sided polygon, octagon, octopus. Remember how many legs? 8 legs. So octagon is an 8-sided polygon. Nonagon is a 9-sided polygon. Decagon is a 10-sided polygon. Regular polygons. When a polygon is both equilateral and equiangular, it is referred as regular polygon. For a polygon to be regular, it must be convex polygon. You can see the figures of regular polygons given below. Sum of interior angles of polygons. You can see the formula. Remember this formula, which is 180 into n minus 2. Now here n is the number of sides. So sum of the interior angles of polygon can be found using formula n minus 2 into 180. Now sum of exterior angle of any polygon is always 360 degree, and the sum of interior angle of a polygon can be more or less than 360 degree, which can be calculated by the formula given above. Quadrilaterals. So quadrilateral is any shape with the four sides that come from the Latin word quadri, which means a variant of four, and lateral, that means sides. Properties are four sides, four angle, four vertices, and one pair of diagonals. You can see the quadrilaterals here. Interior angle sum property. According to the property, sum of the interior angle of all the quadrilateral is 360 degree, and they are supplementary to each other. You can see the consecutive angles, they sum up to 180 degree. Exterior angle sum property. According to this property, the sum of the exterior angle of the quadrilateral is 360 degree. Quadrilateral, you can see in the graph here, you can see the flow chart. So quadrilateral first trapezium, further divides into parallelogram, trapezoid, and kite. Parallelogram is further divided into rectangle and the rhombus, and they are further divided into squares. Trapezoid is divided into isosceles trapezoid. Rectangle, you can see here, four sides are opposite sides are equal, four angles are right angle. The diagonals which bisect each other, and the diagonals are always congruent. Rhombus is four-sided shape with all sides have equal length. Also opposite sides are parallel and opposite angles are equal. Another interesting thing, that diagonal dashish line is the second figure of the rhombus bisect each other at the right angle. So remember students, the diagonals in the rhombus always bisect each other at right angle. Square, you already know about the square. That is parallel. All four sides are opposite sides are parallel and equal, and the angles are 90 degree. Parallelogram with the opposite side parallel, also opposite angles are equal. So here you can see that opposite angle B and B equal, and A equal. The adjacent angles are supplementary with each other. That means they add up to 180. If A is 100, then B must be 80. But they are not equal. They are adjacent angles are supplementary. It is the parent of sum of the quadrilateral, which are obtained by adding restriction variation kinds. Rectangle is a parallelogram, but with all four interior angle fixed at 90 degree. Rhombus is parallelogram with all sides equal. Square is a parallelogram with all sides equal and all four angles right angle. You can see the trapezium, trapezoid, and isosceles trapezoid. Now it is called the isosceles trapezoid because one pair of sides are parallel to each other, whereas other sides are not parallel to each other. You might remember how to find the area of trapezium. I have taught you in the previous video, that is h upon 2 into b1 plus b2. The quadrilateral, whose four sides can be grouped into two pairs of equal length of sides that are adjacent to each other. That means two adjacent sides are equal in the length. Quadrilateral are named for wind-blown flying kites, which often we have used them of these shapes. Now two pairs of adjacent sides of kite are equal in length. One pair of opposite angle are equal in size. You can see here A is equals to E. One diagonal bisect each other. Diagonal intersect at right angle. Summary of quadrilateral. You can see that I have summarized all the properties of quadrilateral in the given tabular form. You can write this table in your classwork along with the textual exercise. That will help you to memorize all the properties related to quadrilateral. Thank you for listening to or seeing this video learning link. Wait for the next part in which I have solved the examples from the textual exercise. See you for the next session. Take care.